Hello and welcome to Chidsvid's Physical Media, a show where I go over all the physical media that I bought and have been watching over the last few weeks. I haven't bought much. I've got some here, which I'll get to in a minute. I haven't bought much because I haven't been to many charity shops. I've also been very busy at work, but I've also been preoccupied with my new obsession, blank videos. I'm not going to go through all of these because it would take forever, but yeah, I've got loads here. I'm in no rush to get any more. Like, I think I'm good for a couple of years, to be honest. Anyway, here's the stuff that I've been purchasing over the last few weeks. So like I said, my DVD and Blu-ray purchases have been a little bit disappointing this month. So there's not much here, but there are some good ones here. I bought, and it's still in its packaging, 101 Dalmatians and 102 Dalmatians. These are the live action versions. I believe I've got the animated one. I can't remember ever seeing them, so I thought I'd give them a go. Next up, Legend. Now, if you watch my VHS watch-alongs, this movie came up, and it was suggested that I watch it. Apparently, this is what the Legend of Zelda game is based on. I have no idea, I've never seen it. It stars Tom Cruise, and looks like a very young Tom Cruise too. This film, regrettably, is in mono, not in stereo. There's no special features really. I don't really count interactive menus, scene access, and digital theatrical trailer as special features, but this is probably a really old DVD. Next up, All of Us Are Dead, which looks to be, sorry, I'm quite ignorant, Korean, maybe? I don't know. It's a one-off series. I looked it up on IMDb before buying it. I don't even know what region this is. Not that it matters. I can play any region anyway. It's 3 discs. All I know is like a zombie series. That's all I need to know, really. Next up, Blue Juice, starring Catherine Zeta-Jones, Sean Pertwee. Is he in Dog Soldiers? And I believe Ewan McGregor is also in this, but he's not credited here. But yeah, there you go, Ewan McGregor. This must be years old, because if this was years later, Ewan McGregor would be slapped right on the front of this cover. This is a widescreen presentation and is also in mono. Ugh. Walt Disney's Short Films Collection. It's got 12 animated shorts on it, so I'm sure that's definitely worth a watch. Next up, a film I've never heard of, Black Swan Moan, starring Samuel L. Jackson, Christina Ricci, and Justin Timberlake. I really like Christina Ricci, so one of my favourite films of 1998 is Christina Ricci's Opposite of Sex, which, if you haven't seen, I'm going to have to review this. How did I know exactly where that was? I've only seen this film once. Just because it's called The Opposite of Sex, don't expect it to be full of nudity and stuff like that. So that's not why I like it. I just like Christina Ricci. I'm due a rewatch of that soon. Okay, next up is a movie that I really like. I have this on VHS upstairs, but I thought I'd buy it on DVD because it was only like £3 on eBay. It's unopened as well. Trick or Treat stars Gene Simmons, Ozzy Osbourne's in it. Great 80s metal horror. Next up, Strange Days. I bought this new on Blu-ray, so it wasn't cheap. It's an old film, I think from 1995, but I've never seen it and I want to correct that. So yeah, written and produced by James Cameron, starring Juliette Lewis, Angela Bassett, and Ralph Fiennes. Whoever the hell that is. Apparently this is good, so I'm going to give it a whirl. The City of the Lost Children. I'm expecting to be pleasantly surprised by this one. I know nothing about it, and that's how I want to keep it until I watch it. Next up, another film I know nothing about, Powder. Looks like Moby is on the front of this. Beyond everything that makes him different is everything that makes him human. I'm sure this will be good. Next up, I can't remember if I've actually brought this one up or not. I bought this, and I don't know, I haven't watched any of them yet, but I might regret this purchase because It's 12 films on, I think, what was it, 3 discs? So there's 9 Puppet Master movies and 3 Killjoy movies, which I'm not really interested in those. I just wanted all the Puppet Master movies. And because I might have brought this up on the last episode. Look, I've been extremely busy. It's really hard to find time to actually watch films, to do anything at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, I did buy all the Puppet Master movies. This is a Region 1. I was not... It's not what I expected. It's on like 3 different discs. Actually, the discs are here. There they are, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eh? There's supposed to be 9 films. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 5 movies on that disc. Come on. I should really put this disc in. Before the end of this episode, I will put these discs in and see if they work. Because that's a lot of films for one DVD, right? I know they're dual layered, but that... Oh, God. They're going to be so bad quality, I know it. I shouldn't have bothered. I've got the first 2 here. And Puppet Master, the Legacy. If I find more, I'm obviously going to buy them. But I've been struggling to find them, so... I bought that box set. The box set wasn't what I was expecting. And that's pretty much it for the stuff that I bought in the last 3 weeks. First up today, about 2 months ago, I bought this. But that's not what I got, was it? Inside was a movie called A Walk to Remember. Now, I love a blind purchase every now and then, but nothing's blinder than buying one film and getting another. Student Landon Carter, played by Shane West, ends up in trouble when him and his gang play an initiation prank on some poor lad who's just trying to join the popular crew. He's sentenced to community service, and one of his obligations is to play the lead role in the school play, where he falls in love with the Reverend's daughter and fellow school student. I've forgotten her name, but she's played by Mandy Moore. By the halfway point, they're already together, and they all live happily ever after. Or do they? See, there's something this silly bitch neglected to tell him, and we spend the rest of the movie watching our boy Landon become a man, as he learns to deal with the heartbreaking news. This is not the type of film I'd usually pick up. The only way I was ever going to watch this was if I picked it up by accident, which I did. I'm glad I watched it though. It's actually not that bad. It does try a little too hard to pull at the heartstrings, but I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. It's available on DVD, maybe at your local charity shop or Amazon, I don't know. Next up, directed by Peter Hyams, 1999's End of Days. This movie starts in 1979. A baby is born in a hospital and is carted off by a Satanist. It has been chosen to carry the spawn of Satan. They do a ritual on it. On her, I mean. Fast forward 20 years and now we're in New York City. It's the turn of the century and Satan has come to claim his bride. He wants to put a bun in her oven. Christine is a baby no more. I'm dizzy after doing that. It is established pretty early on that she's a fully grown adult by her getting her tits out for no reason. I'm not complaining. Yeah, Christine is now a 20-year-old woman who's been having some weird sexy dreams, which is probably Satan moistening her up for the big day. Enter our hero, Jericho, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. He has a similar backstory to Riggs from Lethal Weapon. After a priest exercises his First Amendment rights and goes on a shooting spree, Jericho wants to get to the bottom of his motives and why he did it, and finds out that Christine is in trouble. It's up to Arnold to save the day with his quotable one-liners and his weird loud voice that he does. This movie was critically panned and technically a flop at the box office, but I had a lot of fun watching this. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I want to take a couple of minutes to talk about Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which I saw in the cinema last weekend. It's directed by the same guy who directed Evil Dead Rise. Now, he also directed a film called The Hole in the Ground. Is that what that was called? I have seen that. I don't remember it being out of this world good, but I do remember enjoying it. But Evil Dead Rise was one of my favourite films of, I think, 2019 this came out. And, yeah, The Mummy, it's a tough one. It's not really a Mummy movie. It's more of an Evil Dead Rise sequel, if that makes any sense. He's pretty much copied this movie note for note. I mean, if it works, why change the formula, right? Now, I think calling this movie The Mummy might have been a little bit of a mistake, because horror fans, or fans of any genre really, can get quite passionate, and it's getting panned quite a bit, not because it's a bad film, just because it's called The Mummy when it's more of a possession movie. Personally, I really like this film. It's a bit of a switch your brain off kind of movie, but it does things very well. It's gory, it's got some humour to it. It's kind of unsettling because most of the victims in this movie are children. So the Cannon family, Charlie and Larissa, who's pregnant, and their two kids, Katie and Seb, are living in Egypt because Charlie is a journalist. Their daughter Katie gets abducted after a strange woman has been giving her candy at the bottom of the garden. We fast forward 8 years and still no sign of Katie or her abductor. Then one day, out of the blue, the family finally gets the call that Katie is still alive. She can no longer speak and is clearly not the same. Turns out she's been possessed, and it gets dark real fast. This milk is about 3 days out of date. I actually really enjoyed this film, and if you liked Evil Dead Rise and want more of the same, that's what you're going to get with this film. You can't go wrong. I think it's 8 out of 10. This episode's favourite purchase goes to 1990's Pump Up the Volume, directed by Alan Moyle. I've really got to put these in alphabetical order. Mark Hunter, played by Christian Slater, is the new kid in school who's shy and reserved in public settings. But Mark finds his voice when he starts a pirate radio station from his bedroom, where he often airs his grievances about the school he's attending. On the air, he goes by the name Hard Harry, who's sexually frustrated and a chronic masturbator, often pretending to crack one off during his show. The show gets the attention of the students and the principal as he exposes the school for kicking out students who threaten their grade average. A female student at the school called Nora, played by Samantha Mathis, does some detective work to try and find out who this DJ is so she can help him with his cause. I always wanted to work in radio as a kid, so this movie speaks to me on several different levels. This movie is fantastic. Christian Slater is great. Samantha Mathis is great. The story of this movie is great. The soundtrack of this movie is great. I recommend this. It's a 9 out of 10 movie for me. Next up, my Sunday movie, Me, Myself and Irene, directed by the Farley brothers from the year 2000. Charlie Baileygates, played by Jim Carrey, marries his high school sweetheart, only to discover in the most stereotypical fashion that she has been cheating on him.
It's a boy! Oh, boy.
Charlie is devastated but becomes numb and buries his emotions. As the years go by, we see people trying to take advantage of Charlie in his new mental state, as he no longer speaks up or stands up for himself. We fast forward, and the kids he was left with are now all in college, as we see a few examples of the way Charlie is treated. On this particular day, though, it becomes one too many, and when a local cuts in line at the supermarket, Charlie snaps and transforms into Hank. Hank begins overcorrecting all the wrongs done to Charlie that day and breaking laws and getting Charlie into hot water. He is diagnosed with schizophrenia and is put on medication and light duties. Enter Irene, played by Renee Zellweger. She is a supposed fugitive from upstate New York, and it's assigned to Charlie to drive her back there. But would you Adam and Eve it, there's more to the story as it unfolds that Irene is innocent and is being hunted down by corrupt officers. There is a lot to like here, good chemistry, a great love story, it's a superb comedy, Jim Carrey is fantastic in this. There's a scene where Charlie has a fight with himself and throws himself out of a moving vehicle. This movie was released during the golden age of DVDs and has plenty of features and wacky menus. This holds up really well, 8 out of 10. Next up, a Troma movie, Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, directed by Lloyd Kaufman. This is a 3-disc set, and apparently this is this is number 10,557 of 15,000. Troma was founded in 1974 by Michael Herz and Lloyd Kaufman. They specialize in B-movie slapstick comedy horrors for adults only. I would say mature audiences only, but their films are about as mature as Poo Poo Pee Pee. When a military-style fast food chicken restaurant opens on a former Indian burial ground, the customers, staff, and local protesters are forced to deal with zombified chickens. Like most Troma movies, the budget is low, and so is the IQ. It's a lot of fun though, as long as you're not easily offended. And you're probably wondering, Ben, why did you come up here to review Poultrygeist? Well, it's not that far from my house, and just look at this view. Can you blame me? Now, if I'm going to do a physical media channel, I might as well cover what I buy on video also. I'm not going to go through every time I find a batch of blank tapes because I don't even know what I'm looking at. That's for Tuesday. But what I do have here is a bunch of WrestleManias. Now, I used to own this box set years ago, but it got mouldy. I took a chance and bought one on Vinted for, it was 12 quid. Said it was in good order. It wasn't. These are the ones that are fine and are in the correct case. Actually, these, it's not even that many. These are the ones that are fine and in the correct case. This one, don't know where the case is. These cases are empty. I don't possess the guy to say that they were in good working order because each one of these is mouldy. This one isn't too bad, but you can see that spot of mould right there. So I am going to clean all of these before I even put them in that video player, or this one, the one I used to capture the Tuesday Night Tapes videos. I have another tape here that came as part of a batch, which also has mold on it. So I'm going to clean this one now. So this video player has kind of broken down on me recently. So what I do now is I open this up and use it to expose the tape so I can clean it. I've got here the highest concentration of alcohol I can get my hands on, 99.98%. This is so it dries immediately because obviously you don't want this tape being damp because that's what caused the mold in the first place. Gonna put a little bit on the cloth. It's gonna take a while to get through it all, but it's gonna stop it. So you can see there is a little bit of crap already on the cloth. A bit more alcohol on here. Ow! I've got loads of cuts on my fingers. You don't realise how many cuts you got on your fingers until alcohol hits it. So when I open this up, I'm going to have to clean this out. There we go, reach the end of the tape. It looks cleaner, but can you see all those speckles of dust in there? So what I'm going to do now is rewind it, do this again, and then I'm going to take it downstairs, take it apart, and clean the plastic. Now I'm cleaning the other side of the tape. It's just occurred to me how filthy the plastic is. I think I'm going to have to forward this. So now I've got to open this up and clean this. It's best not to use a magnetic screwdriver because you're dealing with magnetic tape, but I don't have any non-magnetic screwdrivers. Now you have to be careful here because look at the state of this. That is all like dried up mold. This tape is gross. I don't think I should even bother, honestly. This is going to infect my tape player. Look at the state of this tape. Right, time to put the cassette back in. There we go. Done. Now that looks way cleaner, but I'm not finished yet. I am concerned about like the first minute of the tape because that is disgusting! Disgusting! But I'll forward it a few minutes. I'm going to digitize this and throw it, I think. There's no point in keeping this. There we go. The tape is as clean as I'm going to get it. Unfortunately, I have to go out in about 20 minutes. So I'm probably going to be thinking about this tape all night because I'm such a dork. But yeah, there's probably nothing interesting on it. Let's be honest. As you can see, although clean, this tape is quite beaten up. Hoping it'll play twice. I'm actually going to watch this one on the tube telly. You can see my reflection through there. On my video DVD combo. That's it for this episode. Hopefully I'll find the time to watch that mouldy tape and you'll find out what's on it on Tuesday. Until then, see you next time.